Paige and Omega come out after the match. Omega comes out to celebrate with the Bucks, and Paige is in the hallway back there, that tunnel. Did you? We talked earlier about maybe the distraction of the Bucks becoming these heelish characters. Did you feel like it made a separate story that wasn't about you guys when you have this whole Hangman Omega thing looming over it, or did you think that was fine?
So at the time, thinking about it, in the moment of it, I didn't really think too much. I think over time, I started to think more about it, and I started to get a little surprised, a little too bitter about it, a little bitter about it. Maybe not too bitter, I don't know. But I felt that the story leading up to it was, when I looked back on it, wrong or right, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying this is how anxiety works. This is how insecurity works. And a lot of these things I was fighting with, dude.
Right.
Again, I'm not a perfect human being. I'm trying my best to be better. But when I looked back on it and when I realized things weren't going to go the way that we had expected them to go, and maybe the way we were told, I looked back on the angle and I started thinking, okay, man, I don't know if this was purposely done. Maybe it wasn't, it probably wasn't. But I look back and I was like, man, the Young Bucks and FTR was a backdrop leading up, was kind of a backdrop to Hangman Page and Young Bucks. Right. And then, after the match, where, hopefully we could have got a little bit of focus when we were crawling up the stage, and the commentators could have said, they left their wheelhouse, or they left their comfort zone and they tried to play into the Young Bucks field and it didn't work. And now the Young Bucks have finally proven that they're the best tag team in the world. What will FTR feel? How will they think? We got, again, Omega and Page coming out, and we were an afterthought. And, thinking about it in 2023 now, if that's what the company wanted, that's okay. Thinking about it in 2020 and 2021, the beginning of 2021,
right,
I was bitter about it and I was upset about it because I felt that we were brought in, given a short title reign, and we were just kind of forgotten about. We were going to be forgotten about.
And it certainly wasn't presented like the two greatest tag teams in the world. Like the match wasn't really presented like that.
It wasn't built up. I agree with you. I agree with you, and I hope that doesn't get me in trouble, but I agree with you. It was not built up to that. It should have been. And I felt the story of the match told that, but the build-up probably, the build-up didn't. I'll say it. I'll whatever. It didn't. And I can probably confidently say that the four guys in the match didn't feel the build-up was done well either. But again, with 2023 eyes, I look back and say, look, if that's what the company wanted to do, that's okay. That's their prerogative. And that's what they wanted to do. But me with a completely different mindset, with my brain just fucking freaking out on me, dude.
Right.
I was taking everything as, I thought, yeah. And I thought the world was against me. And, I was kind of upset about it, thinking about it. Now I look back on it and I say, oh God, dude, it was a fucking Saturday. It was a Saturday. That's all. Because right now, when I finish up with you, I'm going to have one more tequila because I only had one with you here today. I'm going to have one more tequila. I'm going to walk upstairs, cook dinner with my wife, kiss her and hug her, and we're going to watch a show and enjoy our time together. Because that was just a Saturday of the week. Right. Wrestling is my love. My passion, my mistress. I'm enamored with wrestling. I put everything into wrestling, and it is so high on my priority list. But it doesn't even come close to the stratosphere of my family and my life, my everyday life. And I hope that fans can understand that, and I hope they don't think, oh, well, he doesn't put wrestling's not his number one. He doesn't care about wrestling. I care about it too much, dude. But I care about my family way more, and I care about my life way more now. So 2020, 2021, I was very mad. I was very upset. Probably would have fought in a second. Right now, today, as I'm talking to you, It was a fucking Saturday.